Right folks, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Track and we're having a look at a Gold Top, and this is All Around Us, a Gold Top double IPA brewed with Citra, Citra Cryo, Citra YCH702, Pacifica, Nelson Sauvin and New Zealand Cascade, 8.4% ABV. Another entry into a very highly regarded series, and they've all tended to be pretty damn good. So I'm not sure if this is like the latest in that series or what, but we'll get it reviewed anyway. Picked it up from Behemoth in Manchester, brand appropriate glassware. Let's see what we get with this beer. I won't pour it all in so I can get my nose in. And just exactly what you expect, like a dulled yet ripe, hazy, sort of like mango juice sort of look to it. Just about one finger's worth of a nice white foamy head. Certainly looking the part. Let's give it a sniff. Nearly actually hit the top of my lip then. Well, I'm definitely getting the Citra. I'm getting that slight drying character. That's ever so subtly brutish character from like the New Zealand side of things. There's a little bit of fruitiness there. It smells really, really nice. You know, it's not like a massive aroma in the grand scheme of things, but what is there is really satisfying. So without any further ado, let's give it a taste. Cheers all. First and foremost, the texture on that is superb. Silky smooth. Creamy. Then a very gentle carbonation towards the back end. They're so soft. It's like really subtle and rounded, but still in a flavoursome sort of way. I don't know if that contradicts, but if you taste it, you know what I mean. You're getting a bit of citrusy character, you get a bit of like a soft tropical character. There's even like a very almost coconut sweetness in there as well. Towards the back end. Definitely getting Rantree's fruit pastel. That's instantly come to mind, Rantree's fruit pastel. A little bit dry on the finish. I'm assuming that's coming from some of those New Zealand varieties, but it's not too much. So I don't like that grapey musk character a lot of the time. This has subtle hints of that, but again, subtle, rounded, and just all in all, a very satisfying experience. Really soft and easy drinking for a double IPA. Just look at that pouring in there. More I think about it, the more that lactose is actually imparting a bit of a flavour as opposed to just adding, you know, sweetness and body. I do find that I sometimes get a vanilla like character from lactose in beers, especially when they're used in an IPA, and I am getting that, like the white mallow part of like a Haribo or something like that. There's something in it that reminds me of a mojito as well. Yeah, it's subtle, but it's still very fruity. Just really soft all the way through. Just everything is gentle and just well thought out. Do you know what I mean? Thoughtful. It's a thoughtful beer. It's, you know, not big or stupid. It doesn't, you know, it's not one-dimensional, which is sometimes, you know, a benefit and can also be a detriment to a beer. I just think it's exactly what you want when you see the Gold Top series. I think from my experience, there's been more flavoursome version Gold Tops. Some that have probably appealed to my preference a lot more, but on the whole, this is a really, really good reflection of what Track have come to be known for. Even though, like a lot of breweries who are very hop forward and tend to put out a lot of pales, IPAs and double IPAs, Track to me can brew any style of beer and they do it very, very well. And yeah, there's a reason why they're so highly regarded, and there's a reason why people get excited when a new Gold Top comes out. Lovely stuff indeed. But like I said, not massively mind-blowing, doesn't always have to be, but it's above solid. Do you know what I mean? I just really respect the subtlety of it. All the flavours and characteristics work really, really well, and you just drink it and go, ah. Anyway, I've just seen a pop-up of money going out my bank account. Or it might be money going in because it's on the eve of my birthday, and then I'm going into London for pretty much a day to go see Justice at Alexandra Palace. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure I'll be, well, I'll have been and went. I'll have come home by the time this video gets uploaded. So if I can get some footage of some beery antics, or I want to go to a few, like specifically go to a few food places. All depends on, you know, locality and train times. I mean, I'm going in the morning on the Wednesday, gonna have the whole day, and I'm gonna be probably leaving early afternoon just so I'm not coming back dead late because I'm in work the following day. So you may see some food related content and some beer related content on both the channel and my Instagram, but we shall see. Or I might just not do it and just enjoy being out of the town that I've for some reason been stuck in all my life. But we're not going to get deep and depressed. I'm going to be a nervous wreck because my anxiety is going to be through the roof, although I really like travelling on my own. I mean, it's only to the capital of this country. But yeah, man, fantastic. Maybe see if I can sneak a little trip into Colonel. I don't know. I've left it way too last minute to work out a plan of what I'm going to do. But there's a few. I wanna get really good pizza. I want a really good smash burger. Not too bothered about going out drinking, because I'll be paying out my arse for drinks while I'm at the gig at the at Ali Pali. Might pick up a few cans and bottles if I go near a bottle shop. I'm not going to worry too much about it, because the idea of being hungover and having to get the train home, it's not a good situation to be in. And I'm going to miss the Merseyside derby, the last one at Goodson. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm going to see Justice, who I've been ever since I first became aware of them. God, even before the first album Cross came out. It's going to be one of those up their gigs. I can feel already. And I know I'm going to spend way too much on merchandise, but it is what it is. You can't take this shit with you, so you might as well make the most of it. And don't worry, there's no, like, I've not had bad news recently. But it's just like, why worry? I mean, there's genuine reasons to worry, especially when money is involved. But you know what? It's not too far out of my means. I was going to go to Fallow, because I've been absolutely binging their YouTube channel. But I was like, I don't know, I can't really justify some of the prices on the menu. It is what it is, but hopefully see if I can get to a Bleecker Burger, because I remember that being one of the best smash burgers I've ever had when I was at the London Craft Beer Festival. So I know they've got a few premises around London. I was hopefully going to go to Vincenzo's Pizzeria, but I think that's a bit more outside of London. I mean, Tube is a godsend, but I say that as if I'm like well versed in getting about in and around London. And I know I'm going to fuck up on the Tube at least once, because I'll overthink it, even though I know exactly which line to take, which direction, and which stop to get off. Thank God I've worked out an Uber's not going to cost me that much to get back from the gig to my hotel. But I don't know why I've ended up talking about this and stretching this video out. I'm not too sure. Anyway, that was Track, Gold Top. All around us. Lovely stuff indeed. The utilisation of Citra for me, I always pick it out because it's one of my favourite hops. It's a hop that I gravitate towards too. But you drink this and you get a slight Tonka coconut character, which I usually associate with Sabro. And I've not had a really potent Sabro beer for a hell of a long time. It just seems like this is one gripe I'm gonna go on about, right? One man's gripe is another man's, you know, Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Why is so many beers brewed with New Zealand hops? I'm not prejudiced against New Zealand. I just don't like a lot of flavour profiles that come from specifically New Zealand hops and New Zealand varietals of other hops. I just don't get why there's so much New Zealand hoppage in hoppy beers. Obviously, you've got to go with what you plan in advance, don't you, when you brew a beer? So if there's a massive amount of XYZ hops, you've got to make the most of it, because, you know, the costs are crippling the industry. So maybe a lot of brewers have just got a hell of a lot of surplus New Zealand hops that they need to use up. Anyway, it is what it is. That's just a minor gripe. If that's gonna ruin your day, then yeah, you must have a very privileged life. Anyway, so yeah, check it out. Check out Track. Got loads of reviews on the channel, and yeah, I'm really enjoying that. It's going down way too easy. I'm not even eating yet, so and I'm very tempted to open a Cloudwater double IPA. It's only fucking Monday. Anyway, cheers for watching. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Bye.